My name is Dave Hurt. I'm 31 years old. I'm a husband, father. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm also a first Phorm Legionnaire. So I grew up in a trailer park. Both of my parents were teenagers. They were drug addicts. I lived with a lot of random strangers. I was homeless a lot. So that taught me early on to be very self-reliant. And for me, all of that changed in my freshman year of high school when I discovered the weight. And the results that I achieved there were strictly due to the hard work that I put into it, and nobody could take that from me. You know, I was never going to be the rich kid, and I was never going to be the cool kid, but I could definitely be the strongest, the fastest, the most athletic kid. And so that's what I did. The fruits of my labor showed in athletics, and that gave me the self-confidence to pursue academics as well. It was the first bit of control that I had in a very chaotic, uncontrolled environment. I eventually graduated valedictorian, went to college on fully paid scholarships. I never really felt like I was in my element in high school, in college, even in grad school. I went to a really prestigious school for grad school, and I always had this sort of feeling of being an imposter, like I didn't belong. Fast forward into present day, I started a company a few years ago. That's where I discovered Andy and the MFCEO Project podcast, and where I first learned about First Phorm. Just as a business owner, I looked to him as sort of someone that aligned with myself, someone who embodied the blue collar, no bullshit, transparent approach to just putting in the work. Any member of my staff would tell you that I would come in, wipe down tables, clean toilets. To me, that's important, because that's leading from the front. That's saying, hey, come on, let's do this, versus, hey, you go do that. And I saw that in Andy too, and how he built First Phorm and how he built his other companies. You have the absolute best supplements that money can buy, and you have a company that embodies the culture of hard work, helping one another out. And it shows. I mean, it shows when you buy something from First Phorm and you get a handwritten note from the person in the warehouse every single time you buy a product from them. And I really wanted to build that into my company culture. I was in the bar and restaurant industry. I owned several locations. Eventually, I came to the realization that my profession, although I loved my team, they were like family to me, all of my employees, and I'd built something, I think, great. At the end of the day, the industry that I was in, I was getting people drunk for a living. And that didn't sit well with me at my core. And then an offer came along unexpectedly from a group that wanted to buy the business. So it was very timely, and I took the offer. When I went to Summer Smash this past year and met all the athletes and fellow Legionnaires and everyone else, Sal and Andy, for the first time in my life, after all those instances where I felt like a fish out of water, where I felt like I did not belong, I finally felt like I belonged. I felt like I was amongst like-minded people, because you can feel the energy that everyone has. You can feel that everyone wants to help other people. And I want to spread that message. I want to show that you can be a big, muscular guy and also be a nice guy and also be a smart guy and be mindful and help people out. I want to break down stereotypes. I've asked myself the question, if I woke up and money didn't matter, what would I do every day? And to me, that's a no-brainer. It's always been the same thing. It's been fitness, it's been lifting weights, it's been helping others in their fitness journey. It's been diet and nutrition and wellness. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. 5 sets of 15 reps. So whether or not I win the athlete search, that would never affect whether or not I affiliate with First Phorm. There are always going to be the supplements that I use and recommend because they're the best of the best. What's up, guys? I'm Dave. Here's my buddy Adam. Whether you're the homemaker who wants to lose 30 pounds or you're the high school football player who wants to put on 40 pounds and feel better about yourself and launch the rest of your life because now you have this newfound confidence, I want to help you. And I want to do that by building my own personal brand and reach and scaling what I'm doing now on social media and online, and the Phorm Athlete Search would just provide me another platform to reach more people to do this. There's nothing more rewarding to me than seeing another person change their life because they've changed their fitness. It happened to me personally, and I want to give that experience to other people. So if you're a poor kid, growing up in the inner city or rural southern US in a trailer park like I was, I want you to know that you have the ability to be something great. You don't have to settle for the situation you're in. And so that's the message I'm spreading through fitness, through pursuing entrepreneurship and business. And Phorm, again, sets that same example. So that's why I believe that Phorm aligns with my principles personally, and I also believe that I am Phorm.